As you're driving over here, how do you describe what it's like to be on the steps of making your Major League debut?
Yeah, it happened quick, like you just said. I think just calling my family, calling my siblings, the people super close to me, my coaches, and just giving them the heads up before it kind of hit the media. I try to do my best. But, that call to my family and a few coaches and friends definitely was pretty emotional.
How'd they take it?
They were surprised, for sure. I think no matter when that call comes, nobody's really expecting it. And I had talked to my dad probably 30 minutes prior just about how I was getting on the bus, getting ready to go to Lehigh Valley, and then called him and told him I was going to the big league. So it happens fast.
How did you take it, Roman? What was your response and reaction?
It was great. Our manager, Trace, just kind of came out and told us in front of the guys before we were leaving, and it's just something that you don't even really know how it's supposed to feel, and it was shocking and it was amazing.
Did it feel kind of dreamlike when it was happening?
Yeah, now that I'm here, seeing this field and being a part of it, it definitely does.
What was the car ride like? What was the car ride like on the way here? I mean, you look pretty calm right now, but what was it like driving down the pike?
It was great. There wasn't too much traffic. It was nice. I got to just kind of get here as quick as I could, and obviously a little bit of a short notice, but better than being on the bus to Lehigh Valley right now.
Was it exciting? Was it hard racing?
I don't think as much as I thought it would be. I think it was racing more, a few weeks ago when I heard Marcelo was going up. It was kind of racing for Marcelo, and now it's just, like I said, just calling my family, letting them know, and it's exciting. It's what you dream of.
What do you think it's going to be like today?
Yesterday you said you felt ready. At the same time, what thoughts do go through your head as you're coming over here? Like, how much are you are you asking yourself okay, am I ready for this? Or is it kind of a calm, are you calm thinking about what's in front of you?
I think just calm, now obviously here, just trying to help this team win any way I can. Same game. I haven't been a part of it yet. I'm excited to, do that for the first time tonight. But no, it's just more of excitement. It's more of, knowing that you're ready and just trusting in my ability to go out there and have fun and play with these guys and help the team win.
You know all the attention that's been around you for really since spring training and especially in the last week. How do you manage that outside noise and the hype now that you're here?
I think before it was just more of, not really paying too much attention to it and trying to get better. When I was in AAA every day, trying to improve on everything I can and clean up my game so that way when I get here, it's more than ready. But now that I'm here, I think it's just to continue to do that and continue to learn from the guys who are here, who have been in my shoes, and just kind of lean on my teammates and go out and have fun and try to help the team win.
Since you got to the ballpark, what's it been like?
It's been short-lived so far. I got here not too long ago, but it's been amazing. This place is awesome. I've always said every time I've come here and felt like I was closer, it feels more and more real, and now that I'm finally here and in the lineup, it's special.
When you saw Marcelo and Christian, what was that moment like, and what did they say to you?
It was awesome. It's been a while since I've seen Christian. I feel like I just said bye to Marcelo, so it's great. It's great to be with those guys and just to play along those guys again.
Did you talk to them? Did you give them text them, just be like, hey guys, guess what, or anything like that?
I didn't really have time to, honestly. I literally called my parents, a coach of mine from back home, and my siblings, and that was about it. And I was on the way over here, and now I'm here.
Does it make it easier that you have two guys, two friends, Christian and Marcelo, who we saw you hang out with in spring training? Does that make the transition a little bit easier?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's always been, made double A easier, made high A easier, being with those guys. So I'm excited to see what it's like playing with them in the big leagues. I think that's what we've all talked about many times before. Going back to last year when we were all playing together in double A, I think it's something we always talked about, and then now that it's going to be, come true tonight is definitely special.
How much did you talk to them just about what's been easier, harder for them, their transition here, and maybe things that you were hoping to expect when you got here?
Not a ton, to be honest. I think when you talk about Marcelo, he just got here, so I think he's still kind of adjusting and getting used to what it's like being here every day. So I wanted to kind of leave him alone a little bit, and we talked, but he tries to kind of call me and unplug a little bit from baseball, I think, when we talk. At least that's how it's been in the last few weeks. But and the same with Christian. Just letting them go out and play. I'm sure they have a million people texting them, and bothering them every single day. And so for me, it's just to let them play and check in here and there and make sure everything's good.
It was such short notice, but will you have anybody here tonight, friends or family?
Not that I know of, no. My family should be here tomorrow. But as far as, I haven't even been able to really check my phone. So when I got here, just kind of put it down. I, told my parents and said I'll see them or call them after the game and see them tomorrow. So that's where I left it. And so I'm just excited to play tonight.
What's in the lineup here?
Right field, Roman. How comfortable are you there?
I'm comfortable. I've played there quite a bit in the minor leagues. Obviously, more left, more center, more left as of recently. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm here, and I'm going to try and help this team win, no matter where that is. And I'm just excited that I'm able to be a part of it, whether that's in right, left, or center.
Like you said, though, Roman, you said your stuff was on the way to Lehigh. How much of it is actually here? Because Marcelo says he's got a bat for you if you need it.
Yeah, not much of it is here. I got my glove. I got a teammate of mine's cleats in AAA. So there wasn't much, but enough to put it together for a night, for sure.
Do you have your own bats, or?
Yeah, I've got a bat, so
Got
I'll be.
your glove?
Yeah. I've
ball shoes.
I've got a different glove, but it's one of mine. So.
What did Chad Tracy say to you? Like, what, or do you even remember? Right? Like, do you kind of go numb as he starts to tell you that news?
Yeah, no, we were getting on the bus, getting ready to get on the bus, and he sent us a message and said, "Hey, we're going to kind of delay the bus. Somebody, something might be going on at the top," and didn't really think anything of it, to be honest. Just was kind of waiting around in the food room with a few of the guys, and then all of a sudden he came out and just said, "Hey, you're going to the big leagues," and from there on out, it's kind of been a little bit of a blur, but it was amazing. It's you dream of that every single day. So to finally hear it was awesome.
You're going to be obviously excited to make your debut tonight, but there'll also be some excitement because of you and energy because of you. Can you appreciate that even as you focus on just being yourself, that as the number one prospect in the game, your arrival has everybody kind of juiced up around here?
Yeah, it's amazing. I think this fan base is so strong, and they've shown me love, throughout the entirety of my career, whether that be in rookie ball, low A, whatever it was. So to finally be able to kind of experience that tonight at the big league level, it's something I'm looking forward to, and something I'm looking forward to for a long time.
Flores talked a lot about your maturity. Is that who you've always been, or how are you able to kind of maintain that even right now?
Yeah, I think just always being kind of the youngest guy in the clubhouse at every level has definitely helped. Being the youngest of three at home, just kind of growing up around my brother and his friends, trying to hang out with the older group of guys, and then the same thing when ever since I got to an affiliate clubhouse, I don't think I've ever not been the youngest person there. So just you learn it, I think, as soon as you kind of get brought into pro ball, and it's something for me. I've always just enjoyed kind of leaning on the older guys in the clubhouse and taking advice of the people who have been in my shoes before.
And you knew where your car keys were.
I did, yeah. I was able to drive here, so that was smooth.
The fans were getting impatient, but did you ever get impatient about getting the call?
I don't know if impatience is the word. I always want to be here, and that's the goal in the end, is to be here and to help this team win. But for me, for the time being, like I said earlier, I was just trying to unplug from everything and really dive into what I needed to do in order to get better every single day with the staff down there at the AAA level, and really maximize that. So when the call came, I was more than ready.